Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to share some tips specifically for the summer months and specifically revolving around hair and skin. I'm currently growing out my hair, so I'm trying to get it as long as possible right now, and so I'm trying to keep it in really good condition, but it definitely has special needs during the summer months as well as my skin. So I want to thank the sponsor of this video, Dove Conditioners, for collaborating with me on this video, and then I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in and share with you guys my tips for this summer. I think one thing most of us can relate to in the summer months is more time spent in the sun. And so many people demonize the sun because we know it ages our skin and our hair. But limited sun time is a great mood booster, but it's also really great for your skin and hair. So I try to spend 10 to 15 minutes in the sun every day. And then if I'm going to be in the sun any longer than that, I just make sure to apply sunscreen. We recently got this hammock. I shared this clip in my last video. I try to spend a little bit of time in the sun every day, and I notice my mood increases, and it just gives me a little bit of color, but not too damaging to the skin. Usually in the summer months, we have a slight lifestyle shift. So we're spending longer hours out in the sun, outside. You know, if you're in pools, it's chlorinated water, it's salt water if you're at the beach. So your hair might shift a little bit. And what I like to do is use a deeper conditioner to help combat the damage that sometimes the summer can do to your hair. So once or twice a week, I use a deep conditioning treatment. I'm using the Intensive Repair right now, and I'm really focusing on applying it the middle of my hair to my ends. And the reason is I've been using more hot tools recently and kind of curling my hair more, and as my hair is growing out, my ends are a little bit more damaged. So I like to use something that has keratin that's going to be really good for strengthening the hair. But of course, conditioner is not one size fits all. So Dove has a range of conditioners to choose from with the right texture and level of moisture for your hair type. So you can check out their range at walmart.com. I know for many of us, we have to wash our hair at least every other day, some of us every day, but if you can go twice a week washing your hair, let your hair air dry, and reduce hot tool use, choose the right conditioner for you, that's going to make a lot of difference in surface damage and make your hair look healthier overall. Also, I've mentioned before on my channel, turn your shower to cold. This is a little easier to do in the summer, and rinse your hair with cold water. This will give your hair a little bit more of a shiny appearance. Now, there are some herbs that are said to help your hair grow faster. Whether that's true or not, I don't 100% know, but hey, it doesn't hurt to try, and I have those herbs in my garden. So rosemary and thyme not only smell beautiful in the hair actually, but you can add them to water and use it as a hair rinse at the very end of your shower. So I usually use it after I've turned off my shower, and I do not rinse it out. I recently made a herbal hair rinse on my channel, but it was a different recipe than this one. So this is specifically thyme and rosemary, two very beneficial herbs for the hair. I'm adding that in water, and you can let that steep for about 4 to 5 hours. I'm then going to bring that into the shower, being very careful with glass in the shower. And then I'm going to use that as a hair rinse at the very end after I've washed and conditioned my hair, and also after I've rinsed my hair with a cold water shot. Then I'm going to turn off the shower and pour this over my hair. Now, sometimes you might get a little sprig of thyme or rosemary in your hair. As you can see, you just kind of pick it out if you have it, or you can strain the blend if you want. But it's great for your scalp and your hair, and it smells really good too. So now here are a few tips for your skin and your hair. Obviously, healthy skin and hair starts from within. But I always like to make a scrub, and I've made so many different scrubs on my channel. This is a green tea and olive oil scrub. So I'm starting with some brown sugar. Brown sugar is really nice because it's really soft on the skin. I have some jasmine green tea here, which smells amazing. And then I'm going to cover that mixture in oil. And then I'm going to add a few essential oil drops. I have this olive oil and green tea essential oil drops, and it smells just like the body oil that I use and love. So I'm going to go ahead and drop a few drops in there, and then I'm going to mix that up and I use that when I'm in the shower. Now, body scrubs can add up and be expensive, and they're so easy to make. There's a bunch of different recipes I've shared on my channel, and it takes literally a minute to make it. So I highly recommend making your own body scrub, and you can make a fresh batch before every time you scrub, which I like to do it once a week, usually in the summer months, just so that my skin looks nice and glowy and exfoliated in the summer. So I'm going to go ahead and scrub in the shower. Try to focus on the areas that tend to get a little bit more dry, like the heels and the knees and the elbows and things like that. And it smells absolutely divine. Another tip that I have recently mentioned is to stick to herbal tea or water only. So that means no alcohol, no caffeine. I love this healthy skin tea. When you're sticking to herbal tea, you just want to make sure it doesn't have caffeine. So sometimes that includes green tea, unless you get decaffeinated green tea. And so this is really good because it's just going to help your skin and the hydration level of your skin, because caffeine and alcohol can really dehydrate you, therefore dehydrating your skin, and it's not good for your skin or your hair. Try taking really long breaks between having caffeine and alcohol. So if you can go a week or two or a month, I know it's really hard for some people in terms of caffeine. Another thing that I've been adding to my routine is collagen, which is supposed to be great for your gut health, great for your hair and your skin. And so I add some collagen powder to my herbal tea and hope for the best. Also, another tip, again, like I said, healthy skin and hair starts from within. So choosing foods that are good for your hair and your skin, like walnuts, salmon is really great for your hair and your skin. I went on the Dr. Perigone salmon diet before I got married, which wasn't really a diet. It was just incorporating more salmon and healthy skin and hair foods into your diet so that you have healthy skin and hair. Avocados. I love to snack on avocados and nuts. And also I like to make this is kind of like a meal, or you can use it as a meal or even a snack, but I like to do sauteed spinach. So a little bit of olive oil, some spinach, you can saute that down. Like I said, this works great as a side to a protein, so if you eat chicken or fish, but it's going to be really great for your skin and your hair if you do like a salmon, some spinach, some couscous, maybe a side of avocado. You can also do a spinach salad, which is really good. Blueberries are really great for the health of the skin and the hair, and I'll put a list of other foods as well that are really good that you want to try to incorporate, because of course all these things that we can do to the outside of our body and all these products and treatments that we can do are really helpful as well, but how we feed our body from the inside out, which I know is challenging and can be challenging for all of us, but that's a really important aspect to the overall health of our skin and hair. So I'm making this little lunch for myself, and this is very good for very skin and hair healthy food. So it's gonna help in my endeavors to grow out my hair and have healthy, glowy skin. I know some people do not believe in taking supplements, but many of us are deficient in vitamins because we're not getting enough in our diet. Although I try to eat a healthy diet, I also take a hair, skin, and nail supplement that contains biotin. I take a probiotic, and then I take the collagen. And I think I've shared some other supplements before in the past, but this is pretty much my routine at the moment. And of course, we have to have our summer skincare routine. So I like to use a brightening mask once a week. I usually choose something that has vitamin C. This particular one it's a sheet mask with glycolic. Of course, when you are using glycolic in the summer, you want to make sure you're using sunscreen on your face. But glycolic is going to really help brighten, reduce any hyperpigmentation or sunspots that you may have. And then I am religious about putting oil all over my body in the summer and the winter. But just making sure that my skin is really hydrated. So I'm going to put oil on all over my body. And that's something I pretty much do in every video because I do it pretty much every day. So that is one routine that I am very consistent about. After every single shower, I liberally apply oil. And then something I do in the summer that I don't do in the winter, you don't want to see my feet in the winter, is an at-home pedicure. Now, my feet, I have such funny looking feet, but I used to go and get pedicures all the time. That really adds up, to be honest, if you go once a week or every other week. And I know some people love to get their pedicures and their manicures, and absolutely no judgment. You do you, whatever you love and enjoy, you spend your money on. But for me, I just felt like it was adding up, and I thought that I could just do it at home. So I will usually do a at-home manicure and pedicure, and especially in the summer, I make sure to kind of keep everything really clean because I'm in flip-flops and I'm showing my feet a little bit more. And I try to use a color that is more summer appropriate. So like this pink color is really pretty. So I'm just painting my nails. I usually mess up and then I go back and fix it. But an at-home pedicure is something, if you have you just need nail polish remover, a good nail polish, and a few other little accessories to get a really nice at-home pedicure. There's a few places that I go that do a stellar job that I could never compete with, but for the most part, I feel like I can usually get a pretty close pedicure, especially since nobody's probably looking like macro at my feet. When I do an at-home pedicure, usually when I'm in the shower, I use this little pumice scrubber. It works great for calluses that I get at the bottom of my feet from walking barefoot outside, so that's really great for at-home pedicures. So that's pretty much my routine, and some of these, like I said, I have shared before on my channel, but it's always a good reminder to, create little habits and little tips for yourself to keep, yourself feeling and looking good and healthy. And so, of course, our health starts from within and our mindset, but these are just a few little things that I like to do for my skin and my hair. So huge thanks to the sponsor of this video, Dove Conditioners, and be sure to check them out at walmart.com. And I will see you guys very soon in the next video.